Here all week behind the scenes, but coming to stage next, all the way from Seattle, the very funny Roseanne LaForce.
Hello, yes, down from Seattle. Don't worry, I did a spray tan. I didn't want to scare the locals. Problem is, I forget sometimes how over 40 I am. So the next day, I lifted up my neck, and where all my wrinkles are, were all these white lines. And not the white lines I hear some people like down here in LA. The upside, though, was when I've been down here, there's been a couple comics that are like, you remind me of a Barbie doll. It was confusing, though. I'm like, when did they put a divorced single mom Barbie on the shelf? Or kept his last name out of spite Barbie. And here's the thing, if there was a divorced single mom Barbie, I'm fairly certain we would be in the clearance section at the dollar store. And then what's funny is the only customer that would want to buy us, the irony is, they're not even allowed within 200 feet of a toy store. But my last name is LaForce, won it in the divorce. It's like a bad Dr. Seuss rhyme up here. Pretty much my life dating in my 40s was a bad Dr. Seuss rhyme. But here's the thing, it was totally, I didn't care about the house. I didn't care about the car. I just straight up legally stole the motherfucker's last name. I said, listen, I don't get my 30s back, so you don't get your last name back. But I do have a freshman. She's learning to drive, so pretty much means I don't sleep. She's not the one that scares me, though. The one that scares me is my 9-year-old. I'm driving to volleyball the other day, and she pipes up from the back seat, and she says, Mom, when you die, long pause. I was like, oh, great, I'm driving, and she's going to ask me some deep philosophical question. Mom, when you die, what happens to your phone? I kid you not. I realized in the moment that the only thing standing between her and more screen time was my life. So the whole keep one eye open when you're sleeping as a mom takes on a whole other meaning, let me tell you. But I love doing comedy, and one thing I really love about it, I love that anybody can come. You can come single, dating, married, trying to stay married, doesn't matter. Everybody's welcome. And I don't really get why being single has such a bad rap. I literally ate a cheeseburger in my bathtub last week. I did. I was licking the ketchup off my home body, thank you. It's I can take care of myself. And I like being married, but I know people are always like, why you liked being married? I really did. I was devastated. One thing I don't miss, okay, maybe there's a couple things I don't miss, but I don't miss going on those double dates with those pretend perfect couples, the ones that are act like they're the fairy godmother of fixing marriages, oh, Roseanne, if you would just do more double dates, bibbity bobbity boo, marriage fixed. So finally one time I was fed up. I'm listen, Princess Perfect. I would agree with you if date night was more going to the gas station, put the cell phone away, stick the nozzle in the hole, and then shake it around a little bit at the ends. More bibbity bobbity boink. I actually wrote that at the gas station. I did. I looked, I was like, oh, there we go, date night. But my friend, she felt sorry for me, so she hooked me up on this blind date. I kid you not, this guy showed up looking like some kind of off-brand Sasquatch. For the record, Bigfoot can't spend too long in the woods. And then he had one of those caterpillar eyebrows, but not in the cool Eugene Levy way. And he tells me he hung over at 5:30 at night. So I was about to text my friend, my soon-to-be ex-friend, by the way, when he confirmed what she told me. He'd been a developer in his 20s, and he struck a deal with Starbucks, and he owned all the land they're on in Seattle except for 2. So I looked through those whiskey-soaked eyebrows. I thought, maybe. I mean, that's That's what manscaping is for, right? So I'll leave you with this. I was getting ready for a date the other day, and I was thinking to myself, I was like, God, it must be so different, like when guys go get ready for a date versus like a girl getting ready for a date. Like guys, they're getting all cleaned up, smelling good, hoping to get laid. Girls, we're getting all dolled up and smelling good in case the guy's a psychopath and we're gonna get laid to rest. I mean, if I'm on the evening news, I'm still trying to look like Barbie. And if it's an open casket, I'm not trying to be cadaver Barbie. All right, thank you, Burbank, for having me.